Yeah, you know what? It's been so much fun to be a part of this team just because I think we have done a remarkable job, and I'm not really sure why. I mean, I've got this is one of those things that once all this is over, we'll sit down as a staff and we'll talk about, okay, why did these players handle this so well? And was it something we did? Was it something they did? Was it some kind of innate character trait that this team has? Was it the leadership of the team? Just we'll kind of go back and try to figure out a way to bottle it in a lot of ways because as the season goes along and as you win, especially when you haven't been maybe in the spotlight like this team has been, that can overwhelm you. It's overwhelmed me as a coach before. I've been on some pretty significant winning streaks, both at Louisiana Tech, at SMU as well, and we got off to a really good start one year at Cal. It felt like we just got a little bit overwhelmed, and so you've got to. I do think you have to manage it the right way, and I think as a coach, you've got to do a really good job of just staying in the moment and not looking back and reflecting too much on what happened, and certainly not feeling too good about the success you've had, but at the same time, not thinking about all the other stuff that's out there. I think you just have to say, look, we got to have a good practice today. Let's focus all of our attention on that. And I think if you can manage to do that as a coach, then I think you set the tempo for the program, and the players do that. And we have a staff meeting every day, and never one time in a staff meeting have we talked about the Big 12 championship game. This is just another game for us. Never one time have we talked about the college football playoff, the rankings, the Big 12 standings, and we just haven't done that. For us, it's been, let's really evaluate our practice today, let's correct what we need to correct, and let's have a better practice tomorrow. And so I think when you approach things that way, I know from me personally, it's not as overwhelming. Maybe is when you sit back and you try to think about, okay, all the stuff that's going on and all the possibilities and all that. And, when that happens, you kind of start to go, and you just got to get yourself back in the moment. And so I think that's what this team has done. And again, I don't really know why, but it seems like it's happened that way. And it goes back to what I've said before. I mean, never heard our players talk about it. Never heard players talk about bowl games or anything. I mean, it's always been, hey, let's just go to work and roll our sleeves up and get better today and see where that takes us.